Picture two skeletons side by side in a natural history museum. One belongs to a Siberian tiger, a predator that can weigh over 300 kilograms and drag prey twice its own size up a tree. The other belongs to a gray wolf, the largest wild member of the dog family on Earth. Fully grown, it barely clears 80 kilograms. Stand them next to each other, and the tiger looks like it belongs to an entirely different category of animal. And yet, both are apex predators. Both sit at the top of a food chain, and both have hunted across entire continents for thousands of years. So, why is one of them nearly 4 times heavier than the other? The instinctive answer is that cats simply evolved bigger, the way some trees grow taller than others. Case closed, nothing more to it. Except that answer collapses the moment you ask a follow-up question. Nature actually tried building a giant dog once. It just didn't survive. And the story of why it failed explains something you've probably watched happen in your own living room without ever connecting the dots. Start with what a tiger's body is built to do. It hunts completely alone, which means every kill depends on one animal being physically capable of overpowering something several times its own weight. With no pack to help finish the job. That requirement shaped everything about it. Forelimbs loaded with explosive muscle, a skull engineered to deliver a spine-crushing bite in a single strike, and claws that stay razor sharp because they retract completely out of contact with the ground. A tiger that's even a little undersized simply starves. A tiger that's big enough wins and keeps winning, generation after generation, until big enough becomes enormous. Now look at what a wolf's body is optimized for instead. Wolves don't overpower prey alone. They wear it down as a coordinated unit, taking turns at the front of a chase that can stretch for kilometers, cutting off escape routes, reading each other's movement mid-pursuit. A pack of 6 wolves can take down a moose that would kill any single one of them in a fair fight, but that strategy punishes bulk. Extra body mass means more calories burned and less endurance across a long chase. So the wolves that stayed lean and cooperative kept out surviving the ones that didn't. 2 completely different bets on how to stay alive, and 2 completely different bodies grew out of them. Here's the part almost nobody knows. Roughly 10 million years ago, a creature called Epicyon hydeni roamed North America, a genuine member of the dog family that weighed up to 170 kilograms, heavier than a full-grown lion with a skull built to crush bone. For a while, the giant dog experiment actually worked. Then it went extinct. Epicyon had committed to neither strategy fully. It carried the bulk of a solo predator but never developed a cat's gripping claws or explosive ambush frame, and it had drifted too far from the lean, cooperative build that made pack hunting efficient in the first place. When North America's climate shifted and prey patterns changed, the flexible pack hunters adapted fast. Epicyon, needing a staggering amount of meat every week just to keep itself running, couldn't adjust in time. Nature had tested the giant dog idea under real conditions, and it lost, which raises an obvious question. If bulk is that risky, how do cats get away with it? The answer is a single piece of anatomy dogs never developed. A cat's claws retract fully into the paw so they never touch the ground or dull, kept permanently sharp for the one moment they were needed to lock onto struggling prey like a grappling hook. A dog's claws hit pavement and dirt with every stride, staying blunt from constant wear. That's why dogs rely on bite force and head shakes instead of grip. Scale a wolf up to tiger size and you don't get a bigger predator. You get a broken one, too heavy to chase efficiently and still missing the tools to ambush. Think about your own dog for a second. It trails you from room to room, panics if you're out of sight too long, and greets you at the door like you've been gone for a year even after a quick errand. That's not quirky personality. That's pack instinct with nowhere else to go, redirected entirely onto you. Your cat, meanwhile, sleeps most of the day, disappears for hours without a word of explanation, and stalks a piece of string with the same focus its ancestors used on real prey. Neither animal is broken. They're both running million-year-old survival scripts that play out live in your home, every single day. Humans did eventually breed some enormous dogs, mastiffs, Irish wolfhounds, Great Danes, but look at the purpose behind each one. Hunting boar beside human hunters, guarding a settlement, chasing prey until a person could arrive to finish the job. Every large dog we created was still designed to work as part of a team. We never bred a dog to hunt entirely alone because that was never what the species was built for. So the next time your dog refuses to let you out of its sight, you're not watching neediness. You're watching the same instinct that once let its ancestors bring down prey 20 times their size, bonding, not brute strength, is what actually won.